Hello? Is it not working? Hold on, guys. How are you guys doing? This was my day so far on Apex. Why is my thing on? All right, let's get to trading another group. I still gotta trade my Ball Knox account. How's everyone doing though? Everyone's doing good? Happy Halloween Eve. I might go live all day tomorrow for Halloween. Just so I could avoid and not feel bad for the trick-or-treaters. Because I'll be technically working. So I won't have to enter the door. Even though it's school night, so I actually won't be that busy till after school, but do I need a costume? I don't have a costume. I used to have a sweet costume, Power Ranger one. That'd be sweet. I could wear my helmet. I could be a race car driver. All right, so I still gotta trade so many accounts. Today I woke up super late. I woke up at almost 10 a.m. So I had a long weekend of work. I went out and yeah. Unfortunately, I missed the open and it's just been very hard to just stay focused and trade. And I gotta trade a lot of accounts, so I'm gonna try to do my best to at least get a trade in on all the accounts today. I did get one account funded. Today was my first day with the funded account, so this was it. So it's 25K account. So this one, I'm gonna focus on just making like $100 to $200 a day at most, maybe not even 200, and try to just let that one compound over time. Still can't withdraw till November 20th anyway. So, is anyone here still waiting for a payout with Apex? By the way, I have a few people on my Discord that haven't received the payout yet, even though they've been approved. I took I took a really nice trade. So I'm also almost funded with trade day, which is great. I'm on day number 5, so I still gotta trade 5 more days. But let me show you guys. Super easy trade. Mm, I need to get better at this. I need to dedicate like time to make my stream better. But basically short it here and I got a $250 profit. So that was a 50 tick target. So I'm up 1,070 on the account and it's a 25k. So I gotta make like 430 left in 5 days. I am under the consistency rule. So the reason why I like trade day is because when I do it on the side, it's only one account per user. You do it on the side and you have 10 days to trade. So there's no reason to like pass it in one day. Plus you can't do that anyway. So to do like $100 or $150 a day, then maybe a $200 a day here and there, it adds up quickly and there's no pressure to like pass. Versus with Top Step, it's the reverse for me. Like I'm trying to do too much on Top Step and it ends up hurting me more than actually doing good. So Top Step I've been having troubles with to get funded, but it's all because I'm trying to do it in 2 days. Yeah, Morris. Are you international or are you in the US? Okay, so it's international. So Top Step has their own platform now? Where did that come from? I didn't even hear anything about that. Hmm. So as long as people are getting paid, that's what counts. Hold on, I want to see what Top Step is talking about. the chart. Again, we partner. We have the trading view charts in here. We have a direct data feed to the CME. We are our own provider as far as this group that came to us and said, hey, we can be your back end, we can be your front end, we can be your mobile, we can be your Mac. We can be all that. We can build you risk management that auto liquidates the profits, that auto liquidates the downside that they set, that also notifies you and alerts you before economic releases come out. We'll put the tilt in there. Maybe we'll add the team trading. Maybe you'll be able to follow your buddy, your trading buddy, see what their position is, if you want to share your position or not. All these things are at the very end of this former stuff, or the latter stuff I was just interesting stuff. The last few things are part of like a product roadmap. But we're really going to let you guys help build the product roadmap or the platform roadmap, things that we're going to top step X, what we're going to release, and we'll be able to release it without you guys having to update. We'll be releasing things consistently. We'll be letting you guys know here only in Top Step TV before we release anything. We'll maybe even ask you guys, hey, we're going to think about doing this. What do you think? If you're like, hell no, don't do that. And then we're like, well, what about this? And we're like, yeah, that's very, very cool. I would do that first. And this is where we're getting. I don't know if you guys could hear at all what I'm listening to. Starting to see the top stuff coming in here and being as trading league as possible, where we're all working the same direction, and you can use whatever tool, bat, ball, and glove that you like to use to go out there and play and to be an athlete in the markets. We're going to put you in that position. So this is one of the platforms we have, Top Step X, that we're happy
Michael,
to.
Can we trade on a Mac?
You can trade on a Mac.
All right. How about footprint charts? Are they available?
Not yet, unless I'm wrong and somebody can correct me, but we'll start working with certain. So I don't know if that's web-based for Top Step, or if you could trade on the Mac, that's got to be web-based. Well, Top Step is creating their own platform. It's like a, I guess, trading view based platform. I don't know. I've missed so many stock trades, guys, lately. I'm just so upset at myself. Yeah, RPPH is crazy. Let's put some orders out there for it. Apex policy for the payout type, drop down choice, choose international if you cannot use WISE. Yeah, the problem is people have not been getting paid, and there's few people in my Discord that haven't received, and the payment due date is today. So I'm just wondering what's happening. Like, what's the delay? They haven't said anything, and there's clearly a delay. Be right back. Well, it's funny because I knew I needed to set an extra alarm So I set an alarm on like a website and it just went off. That means it was on California time. I set it for 9:15 a.m. All right, we got to get some trading going though. Don't forget, guys, 90% off is still active with Apex. Definitely the best deal out there. So I'm trying to get 20 funded accounts. I'm doing more than 20 evals. So hopefully I could get to 20 funded accounts, and hopefully November will be a much better month than October. October was pretty rough. And the problem is, like, once you set yourself back, like, you lose a whole month. You know, because then you got to do evals and all that stuff. So I'm just recouping a little bit of a confidence. Oh, when is the daylight here in the US? Daylight savings. November 5th. So this week, next weekend. Okay. Yeah, I overslept this morning too, and I missed the open. So now I'm gonna just make sure I trade a little bit on each account, but I'm trying not to do the same mistake I did last time, rushing things and just, you know, setting myself back a lot more by rushing than just taking my time. I do need to take a trade on Bull Knox, so I think I'm gonna do that first. Well, I already traded on Apex. I already have I've made 719, 362, 362, 362, and 156 on the PA account. And just like that, it's a $2,000 day, you know, like it was so simple, just few accounts. So like when you have 20 accounts, like we really just got to focus on 100, $200 days and just keep growing. Do I need to choose Rhythmic to use the Quant Tower platform? Yes. Rhythmic data feed is the one you want. It's also cheaper than Trader8, so that's good. Trader8 monthly fee is 105 a month versus Rhythmic it's 85. Plus, if you do lifetime, that's also the difference there. Good morning, Mason. How you doing today? Did you post your PNL in the chat? Let's see. I just saw your post, Mason. I guess everyone woke up late today. Oh, the renewal at 80%. So that's the most difficult thing. Once you get a lot of accounts, it's so easy to lose track of which account you need to cancel. Like Apex doesn't make it easy on their back end. So yeah, I am using like a specific debit card for my eval. So it's like a charge card, so I have to put money into it. It's with Monzo. It's It's actually this card, so I have to add money into it. So like, I think I had like 15 evals try to renew last night, and thank God I had no money in that on the account, because I would have had like 40 evals right now, and that would have not been good. Plus at 80%, and I had a couple renew at 80%. That's why I'm not too worried about canceling them. And the reason why I do this is because I've learned the hard way. Like, I had Elite Trader funding, and the renewals on those are super expensive. It was like $60 for a 50K account. So once you do that a few times, you learn to like be careful, because 80% is still a great deal. But also, I don't cancel them when I lose them, because if they have a 90% off sale, and then let's say like the 71% sale, right? I didn't buy any accounts with 71% off. I either used my code that I got when I lost in the PA account, or I let the thing just renew itself. And I have so many evals, right, that there's always something renewing. So 80% off renewal is still pretty good. But yeah, I know people are waiting for some NT. I'm gonna get to your question in a second about self-control. That is one of my favorite topics to talk about. But yeah, people are still getting still waiting to get paid from Apex for this period, which kind of makes me a little bit upset. From, I know everything's gonna be fine, but just from like the, you know, promoting them aspect type of thing. Even though obviously you guys do whatever you want, um I'm just sharing my code. But all right, guys, I gotta get some trading going here, but let me just answer this question. Do you have a tip for self-control when you lost your max for the day? So it depends. It depends in many different ways on how you determine your max, right? So, and also how it happens. For me, it took a long time to kind of just be very neutral. So when I win, I don't celebrate it, and when I lose, that allows me to kind of stay in that same emotional aspect. Yes, sometimes it sucks, and it sucks the most when you have a PA account that's ready for withdrawal and you lose that. That's when it really hurts. But the same way, like, I don't celebrate wins, I don't dwell on losses. And that's one thing, because when you celebrate wins, you're gonna dwell losses a lot more. And it's just because it's a big roller coaster. So you have a big up. So it's like a, you do, like, I don't want to mention the name, but there's things that you get addicted to, or some people get addicted to. So the more you do it, and then you go without it, it's like the reverse effect, right? So then you need it more. So it's the same thing. You celebrate those wins, your emotions go high, your dopamine goes high, and then when you lose, you get really upset. So that's number one step, is do not celebrate your wins. Try to stay neutral as possible. Now, I know that's a lot easier said than done, and it's going to take a lot of time for you to do that, because you're going to have to go through a lot of wins and losses. And it took me a long time. So the way I am now is not what I used to be. And I have friends that could attest to that. I quit day trading maybe 100 times in my career. Like, I would have a bad day, move on to the next day, have a bad day, I would say I want to quit. And the resilience and the passion for trading kind of allowed me to not quit and to stay in it, because no matter how bad I was doing, I couldn't wait for the next day. And I'm not a type of person that likes gambling, so I know it's not that. Like, when I go to a casino, I've been to Vegas, I didn't spend a single dime on any gambling or any machines or anything like that. So like, I have friends that love to do it, and I could watch them do it. And I love to go to a casino and watch people, like, smash the machines and stuff, like old ladies. I feel bad for them. And then, people at 7-Elevens and stuff, when I'm trying to buy a Red Bull and there's big Mega Millions, like, I gotta wait 10 minutes to buy a Red Bull because everyone's buying Mega Million tickets, and they're spending their salaries and their pensions on these scratch offs. So that's like the gambling habit that I do not have. So that's the thing that is kind of interesting, that, you know, no matter how bad I do, I still want to come back to the markets the next day. Like on the weekend, all I'm thinking about is Monday. Even though I am working all weekend, I'm making way more money on the weekend than I do during trading hours. But trading is just so satisfying and so fun. I enjoy it. And today, if not for trading, if, you know, I would have kept sleeping, because I went to sleep at 5 a.m. So I woke up at 9:50, but I overslept. But I still got up and I got to my desk and I started trading, you know, versus if it was like a regular job, I would be like, hell no. And I don't celebrate my win, but when I lose, I feel sick. Are you sure you don't celebrate your wins? What kind of wins are we talking about? So maybe not, it's not day-to-day wins, but maybe like a withdrawal, right? So like stuff like that. Like even my withdrawals, I wasn't like, was I happy about them? Yes, of course, but like, was I ecstatic? No. And the reason for that is also I know how fast things change, you know? So like I went from a bad end of September to the best start in a long time in October. I got all these funded accounts and I was expecting a huge payout by end of October, right now this cycle, and I didn't get any. I only got $4,500 from Bull Knox this month. So it really kind of set me back and made me realize, like, do not celebrate those withdrawals, because things could turn so fast, and the more confident you get, the harder you're gonna get slapped. And that's one thing I notice sometimes, in whether it's in my chat or if I go to someone else's live stream and I see someone that's very, very confident, I just know they're ready to get slapped, and they will get slapped, and they might have never been slapped before, but it's coming because the confidence is way too high. There's a you know, a good line in the sand for being overconfident and then being very fearful, right? So there's got to be a balance of that. But if you're overconfident, you think you can't lose or everything's going great, that's when you kind of get slapped. But controlling emotions is going to just take a lot of time of going through it. You're going to go through the emotions, you're going to go through the ups and downs, and it's going to take years. It's mastering yourself. And some people have worse self-control than others. Like, how do you act when you play video games? How do you act when you participate in sports? How do you act when you watch sports, when your team is losing, when your team is winning? Obviously in sports I celebrate wins and losses quite a lot, so I'm quite an emotional person when it comes to live events, sports. When I play sports, I would be really frustrated. Even as my regular job is kind of like a performance-based job, right? So as a DJ, I kind of focus on the crowd, make sure everything's going well. Like if I mess up, I'm very hard on myself. But then when everything's going well, I am super happy and kind of feel good about it, and I can't wait to do it again. But in trading, I'm trying to stay as neutral as possible. I'm trying to do it a lot different, and I think that's what's helping me. But how do I get to this point? It's just over time. It's over time. And have I felt sick to my stomach? Many, many times. And have I thrown my mouse or a keyboard? Yes, I have. You know, like 5 years ago, that was something I would do if things really went south. And not so much one trade, but if it was like a few days in a row, things weren't going well, I would just get so defeated and disappointed. No, I haven't flipped the table yet. My desk is too heavy. I always traded in my office. I had an office for until COVID. I had an office, so I had a built-in desk, like a reception desk. That's where I traded for the most part. Um, and you know, you could buy a mouse for $50. A computer like mine is like 2,500, 3 grand. Oh, my eyes. It's not even allergy season. What the hell? All right, still have not taken a trade, and I've been live for 30 minutes. I think it's time to start trading. It's getting really choppy now, so I might have to go scalp mode. I don't know if the 50 tick target is a good idea at this point. I do like the short for some reason. But I'm waiting for a withdrawal from this account, so I would like not to lose on it if possible. Of course, it's gonna be lost because it's choppy. That's why if I scalped, I would have won. That's right. We'll make it back. Very unfortunate because I've traded all morning, and this is my first loss of the day. But that's why I don't like trading live on stream for the morning, because I feel like it adds let's see, like now I get stopped out and it hurts. Those are the worst losses too. Like that's another thing I said earlier, right? It's like, how did you lose? And what happened? Like if you get top ticked and and then you try a revenge trade and then you get top ticked again, meaning like stopped out, and then it goes in your direction, that's when it really hurts. That's when it really hurts. Bum, 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 bum. All right, well, it's going higher, so that's good. Six ticks is $25 at a time. I really think that it still wants to go lower though. Like it seems too obvious of a long. But what do I know? It's annoying. Like this price action sucks. I would say that's the most difficult thing about trading so many accounts. Is like I have to trade for so much longer than I want to, and it becomes more dangerous. Okay, it's still getting bought up, so. Let's go on futures trader. How's everything going? No, I want. See, I knew I wanted to go lower. No, I would have had my 50 ticks. But this is the account I just want to make sure I get the withdrawal from. It's been so many delays with my withdrawals with Bull Knox. Like Bull Knox is quite a difficult prop firm to withdraw from. Like there's so many rules that you don't know about. Like the 10-day thing is like, it's hard to keep track. I don't even know what day I'm on because there's no like a back end page. I swear if they deny my payout tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed. Because then I won't get the payout till November, and then it's like you could get one payout a month with Bull Knox. It says like, oh, payouts weekly. Yeah, my ass. I'm watching my stream and I see my reaction. Yeah, it's like there's so many things you don't know. Like trade days, back page is really nice. Top step is really nice. Even like Apex is simple, but at least you know where you stand. Bull Knox, you have no idea. Like I got denied a payout because I didn't trade 10 days. Like, huh? I think we're going lower here. If it breaks through, I think it's gonna break through. If it doesn't, then that's why I put the order down. See, like I knew if it breaks it by oh. That was good. Damn. No, they're not a shit company. It's just their payout policy is kind of shit. Slow, I should say. But like the great thing about them is that they only have 3 payouts that are limited, and then after that, it's unlimited. Like I want to be able to trade with a lot of prop firms because if they start limiting how many accounts we could have per user, like Elite Trader Funding did or whatever, then yeah. I did take Profit Trader a long time ago. Tick is definitely not bottom of the barrel. Tick is pretty good actually. And their customer service is really good. Agree on the affiliate payout Bull Knox. Sorry, I'm trying to read your message and I'm getting confused. You're saying that it takes a while for them to pay out the affiliates? I'm actually not. I mean, I just started getting affiliates with Bull Knox, or the link, I should say, but I don't actually have any. Let me see if I even have $1 made out of Bull Knox affiliates. Nope. Not a single dollar. I haven't really promoted them though. All right, so we're going lower. It's definitely going lower. It's gotta. There's just no way that after all this, it's not going lower. Yep, knew it. Bastard. Should have taken that. That would have been a good risk to reward trade for bigger profit target. I just knew like after like this big wick that it didn't hold up. People are gonna be buying this and they're gonna get stuck. Trading coaches, let me show you a couple people. So like this guy has a lot of good stuff. So you can watch his YouTube stuff. Lance Reinstein. It's one. And on YouTube, I know it's not relative to futures, but he basically does large caps and all that. But Oliver Velez has a lot of great stuff. Like there's a lot of things you could learn from him that you could pick on. And it's really not about a trading coach because you're gonna have to find something that works for you, but things he talks about, and then he'll give you ideas on how to trade or how to use different things with keeping it super simple. Like for example, his big thing is which I don't use, but it's actually very smart. But if you think about it, he will say risk one candle to make 2 or 3 candles. So you get in, you'll risk only one candle every time, and then try to get 2 or 3 times that, or even 1 to 1, whatever. But like if you only risk one candle, you will never blow up type of thing. Now on futures, that might work a little bit different because it's over leveraged, and then obviously like this type of candle is way too big to even risk. But you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna look for this type of pattern here, see if it wants to develop, or like this where it just obvious reversal. Can we hit that like? There's a lot of people watching and no likes really on the video or on the stream. So hit that like and ask me any questions regarding any prop firm or platform. I love talking about platforms, and obviously prop firms, I have a good idea of what they all are and have pretty good knowledge. So everything I talk about is my opinion though. So everyone has a different type of look into that. Everyone has different goals. All right, let's see. I'm gonna chase it a little bit, but if it goes, yep, just break even stop right there. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. I don't have a trailing drawdown on this account anymore, so like I don't really care if I get stopped out. I'm gonna take some profit. No, it's stalling too much, I think. It's gonna pull back and then go. Yeah, it's all right. Blinking green circle with up arrow in top left. It's not blinking, just a regular arrow, no? Show you. You talking about this? Are you talking about this thing? This circle? How many accounts do I have funded? Funded, I have 3 accounts. Trading View. I think any prop firm that allows you to trade with TraderVate, I think is with Trading View as well. Because I think they work together. So Apex, Top Step, Take Profit Trader, Trade Day. I don't know who else offers it. Yeah, I knew it was gonna pull back and then go. Bastards. Yep, that would have been the target. Like those trades are more frustrating than losses, in my opinion. Like you do the right thing by stopping out, but at the same time, that was not the right thing to do. That was a fearful thing to do. Because obviously I'm trading a PA account that's ready for withdrawal. I'm gonna get the money on Wednesday, so I want to make sure that I have to stay above 54,000 on this account to get my payout. That account was close to 55,000 at one point, and I lost almost $1,000 worth of profit last week. But what happens? Oh, I need to go get my Red Bull. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get my Red Bull. Can we get to 50 likes before I come back? I'll extend the stream to like 2:30. I'm gonna pin that on top. I'll be right back, guys. I have a Red Bull in my car. Gotta get my keys. Cheers. Sorry about that. And just type it in again. But keep in mind, if there's any profanity or anything, there's a YouTube thing that kind of filters those comments. There's no need for bull knocks. Where the problem is with trade days, only one account. You can only have one account per user. So the whole purpose of these accounts is to be able to make $100 a day per account and still have a great day of $2,000+ because you have a lot of accounts, you know? So but I get your point. Like there's other options that are better than bull knocks, that's for sure. Can we just pull back? And chase the crap out of that. How did I trade? How did I lose all my PA accounts? Copy trading, and the volatility was insane due to like the world news, I guess. It sucks. Dude, just leave. Oh my god, this guy's back. I wouldn't say greedy. It was more so like I was pressed against time. I had 10 days to trade, right? So I had to force trades. This is hard to watch. Well, why are you even here? This guy doesn't even know how to trade. He trades with the algo. This is hard. So imagine this, guys. You go to a channel, you say it's hard to watch, but you go there and watch it regardless. Like, how dumb are you? Like, people are so silly. It's crazy. We're back to green on this account. We made up the loss. What's going on, Chris? I don't trade micros, NQ Addict. But the issue was with the timing of everything. Obviously, the thing is, like, I've gotten withdrawals already, so I was able to go bigger and riskier, and that's how I always do it. But I started with 1 or 2 accounts, right? I got a withdrawal with Tick. That was my first like few withdrawals that let me buy more accounts with Apex. And I got a couple withdrawals with Apex. Once you get a couple withdrawals, then you're profitable. So even if you lose accounts after that, you're already making profits over time. And then I was able to get like a $10,000 withdrawal. So there was a lot more withdrawals coming to me, and I was able to get 14 funded accounts, and I lost what, $1,500 on it. It's like people make it seem like a big deal, but it's only $1,500. That is peanuts. That is basically half of my risk of my stock trades. Now I don't lose $1,500 a lot on stocks, but if I do lose, I'll lose more than $1,500 per position. If I get the max loss, obviously we adjust the risk through the position, but initially, if I get caught in something like, that's not my trade, but something like RVPH, if I got caught in that and it just went, from $4 to $7, that's close to 100% loss, so I'm risking close to that, and then all depends. But basically what I'm saying is $1,500 for 14 PA accounts, including the evaluation fee, is nothing. It's really nothing. So I don't really do you trade copy or do you cycle accounts? So I cycle with copy traders. So like today, I traded one group. So this is all basically at once, except the PA account. The PA account I traded by itself. These two evals are already passed, so I just opened and closed the trade. But then these accounts were traded all together, and this one was traded double the size. But I got to trade more. But I like to do like 4 or 5 accounts per group, and then cycle through them. But I also am trading with Bullnox. I'm trading with Trade Day. So with Trade Day, I made 250. I just showed that before. So I don't mind Trade Day at all. Trade Day, I made 250 here. Nice, easy scalp. 50 ticks. I need $430 left on this account in 5 days. This is day number 5. You have to trade for 10 days. So it's a little bit longer of a funding stage or evaluation stage. But the great thing about it is that they have a consistency rule. So having a consistency rule means that I don't have to push. So I take 1 or 2 trades a day. I shut it off. I'm not forcing anything. Versus with Top Step, you have, you could pass it in 2 days. So you are forcing trades to pass in 2 days. And it's just a mental thing. I'm trading Trade Day on the side. I know it's only one account, so I'm not rushing it. And hopefully I will get funded with them and see how it goes. But for now, it's going well. I have 2 funded accounts at Bullnox. One is getting withdrawal this Wednesday again. So $4,151 in that account. So overall, it's been a good day. Chris, it doesn't matter. Could be evals and PA accounts. Depends what I have, right? Yes, you could have 10 and 10 of each. It's completely separate, so you're fine. You could have Rhythmic and Trader Veda accounts, yes. The total amount of of accounts could be only 20, but I've done that. I actually got my first withdrawal with Apex was on TraderVate. I got 2 TraderVate accounts. And then another payout with Apex, it was on TraderVate as well. There was an issue with TraderVate, and I blew the account. Now, I blew the account before the issue arose, or at least I didn't experience any issues. They reset that account to the previous day's balance, and I got a withdrawal from it. Bobby, that's just an update. That's an update for Quant Tower, which I don't know why it's been. I just updated it. And then you click on that, and then you go all the way to the bottom, and you'll click new version, and then let's see what's new. Nothing really changed, but they do like very, let's see what version am I on, 113.5, 10. And nothing major on this update, so I'm not gonna update it now. Chris, no, you cannot. Your 10th day has to be on a Friday. So if it's on Wednesday, you'll be able to request a payout on Friday, and then you'll get it on Wednesday next week. Tom, no TickTick direct accounts anymore right now? No, there's just no point. I have too many accounts going on. But if there was not 90% off sale with Apex, I would probably have done it. If you profit ran a Freedom account sale again, I would do it. The Freedom account is the 5K drawdown. It's a static 5K account. I would get that one next time they have that sale. But regular accounts with you profit, I have no interest in. There's gonna be a lot of sales coming in about couple weeks for Black Friday. What news are not allowed to trade in Apex? FOMC, CPI will be the two big ones. So the news, I was just talking to my Discord about that last week. The news on Apex, that trading style, right? It's very confusing because they say you cannot trade news, but then if it's fitting your strategy, then you can. So if you just develop a strategy for news, I guess you could do it, but I don't know. It's very, very gray area as far as what you could trade and when you can't. So just stay away from the main big events, CPI and FOMC. Everything else is, it's less effective. Like you don't have those big moves up and down. Like I've been in trades through news without realizing news was coming out because it wasn't like the major news. What am I talking about? Let me show you. Because I just signed a PA account agreement again. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. See if I could find it. So this is what it says. News trading. News trading in any way, shape, or form of any kind, directional or straddles, strangles, writing the initial news, burst, getting in right before or right after news to ride the potential wave is strictly prohibited. Traders may only trade their normal day-to-day system during news and enter based on standard entry rules. So I don't know what that means. But then Leo said a good point. It's intentional, so they could give themselves a say on whether something is okay or not. It is a rule that confuses a lot of people. It's not black and white. And yeah. It's like you can, but you can't trade news. No, they won't close the account. It's just when you request a withdrawal, they might deny it. Chris, yes, you could request a payout on any day of the month, but they process the payouts on Wednesdays, and you have to request the payout by Friday. So what that means is that, like I'm getting a payout on Wednesday this week. I had to submit that request for that payout on Friday. So if your 10th day is this Wednesday, you could request the payout on Wednesday, but you won't get it till the following Wednesday. That's what I meant. Who here has a Bullnox account, as in you're able to log into Bullnox? I want to check something. Can you, if you have a Bullnox account, can you check if Alpine 80 works at all? Like a coupon code? And what is the discount equal to? Do I prefer sim account or live account? I don't have a preference. I never traded a live account with any prop firms, but I've traded a live account with my own funds, and it's pretty much the same thing. The futures markets are very liquid, so, and we're not trading, you know, huge size. Apex did not change any policies for payouts. Where do you what? Oh. But did you get 90% off or 80? I copy traded with Quantower. So Quantower copy trader allows you to copy trade quite nicely, actually. Let me just show you. So you can make a bot, and then this is my Bullnox account, and then I hit child connection. You know, I could select Top Step, so I could copy trade between Bullnox, Apex, and Top Step. Pretty sweet. And I don't know if there's a limit on how many you could do. I guess no, there is no limit. 1, 2. Doesn't seem like there's a limit, guys. Or is there? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's like 30 accounts I added. So I guess there's no limit. Now there's gonna be a limit on the performance of it, but how many you could actually copy? No. So it's 80%. And that sucks because Bullnox has 90% off right now. So I don't think it works the same way as Apex, where Apex, my code will give you the best discount every time. But to be honest, besides Apex, I have not much interest in promoting anyone else, or like even like to do the affiliate things and stuff. Like you gotta email them, ask them for this, ask them for that. So I just TikTok Direct is a great account. So if you want to go directly into a funded account, that's an option. And then Apex is obviously the top of the prop firms. But I know Trade Day does I'm very skeptical of anyone that promotes Trade Day and talks crap about any other firm, because I know what Trade Day does. They do a little bit of a sneaky sneaky way to promote themselves. I mean, it's normal, it's a sponsorship, but exactly why like Patrick or Matt won't promote any other prop firm. It's the same thing with Trade Day. Like Apex doesn't sponsor anyone or do a partnership with anyone. At least not yet. Did you guys see the thing that happened with the hockey player? Insane. So that's the thing. I don't know if it's a freak accident, but that guy is screwed. That guy might get charged. If you watch like slow mo, like he kicked up that skate. Like there was no like reason for that. It's not like he fell over or the other player was down low. Um, I don't know what the hell he was thinking, but Stock Tiger, yeah, I have some good trades today. I am up. These are my Apex evals. This is my Apex PA account. I made progress on the trade day evaluation. I'm almost done passing that. But I woke up late, so I didn't really trade a lot. Uh, a hockey player died. He got his neck slashed with a skate. And he died. He bled out to death. Crazy.
Knocked down Farrell. Pushes it ahead. Here's Branson still out. Whoa! End over end. What a hip check by Petgrave. Where gets him a 1-4. Set.
Let me take a look. Damn, Tim. I didn't air anything out. What are you talking about? I said, damn, Tim. Number one, no one knows you're Tim. And number two, I didn't say anything. I just messaged you. Did I say something? Oh, shit. My bad. That was totally unintentional. Well, you streamed it anyway, no? That's bad. That's my fault. What's your PayPal, Tim? I'm gonna send you a refund. Mm. Yeah, I'm not good at this streaming thing. Like I have shit everywhere on my computer. But it's all good. I'm like, I didn't say anything. What are you talking about? That was pretty bad. But yeah, we've all been there, Tim. It's not like a big deal, in my opinion. I've gone on tilt many times. Well, not even on tilt, even just losing accounts. Who's a hater? Yeah, trailing drawdown is quite a challenge, let's put it that way. Mentally, it's very challenging. Oh, this freaking market. Oh, can't chase it now. There's no difference between trading under LLC and trading on your own name. There's none. The only difference that you would see is with LLC directly, there is none. So let me just put it that way. There's nothing you could do with LLC that you can do that you can't do with your own name. The only thing that you would have a benefit of is you could open a new bank account. You could have a bank account dedicated to just trading, which you could do with your personal name too, like I do. I have an account where, well, now without Deal, like it's different. But when I used to use Deal for withdrawals, I used to transfer money to a high interest rate account, and it's the same thing. But with LLC, there's just nothing really different. LLC is there to protect you in case of a lawsuit, in case of something happening, and people trying to go after you and your personal belongings. That is what limited liability company really is. There's really not that many benefits as far as taxes go with LLC. That makes sense. I'm not a tax expert, but hi Tim, I'll see you in a bit. Like on your personal name, you could still write off all the evaluations, all the PA fees. You could still write off all your expenses for trading, So the main difference is when you have an S corp and you make over a certain amount, then there's a difference. But that's getting into the more confusing part. Talk to your accountant about that. This market is really just doing a V-shaped reversal again, huh? Just when you think you can't chase it up here because there's resistance here, it just keeps going. Okay. LTM, you're confusing this then. You are talking about trading under an LLC as in day trading real accounts, right? I was referring to the prop firm accounts. Way different ball game. Now, to be able to write off things for for trading, it's not so much about the LLC, but you need a day trading status election on your taxes. Now, you could write off 3K per year. So if you take a 9K loss, you just write off 3K per next 3 years, okay? Or if you take a 50K loss and then you become profitable, you're not paying taxes until you make back that 50K and you start making profits. And what the hell's going on with this market right now? It became very volatile all of a sudden. Is there news at 1:30? After you get a minimum withdrawal for 25K, do you build a buffer? Or do you build another buffer? What do you mean? Do I build a buffer on that account or do I build a buffer on the new account? It depends. To me, that is depending on how many withdrawals you've already received, how everything is going. Right now, for me, the focus is to get withdrawals since I did lose a few PA accounts recently. So I want to get back to withdrawing. So if I have a guaranteed withdrawal, because I lost a few accounts that were ready for withdrawal, that's what hurts the most. Come on, market. What is this move? I'm not even gonna trade this, but I gotta open and close trades on all my Apex accounts. I have way too many accounts to trade them. Well, okay, I'm gonna be done with this Bull Knox account because I'm basically break even. I made 40 bucks on it. I'm just gonna it counts as a trading day. That's all that matters. I was down on it, 200, so I climbed back and made 240 back. So I'll take that. No, LTM, nope. This has nothing to do with are you talking about writing off? It gets complicated. Are you profitable as a trader with prop firms? Like, did you request more withdrawals than what you paid for the evals? That's the question I need to answer to really. So you want to claim a loss is what you're saying. So you want to get a deduction from your personal income? It doesn't matter about consistently, but are you profitable at all in the sense of like if you take how much you paid for the evaluations and PA fees versus what you withdrew? Like that's what I'm asking. I'll take that. It's going slow. Of course. That was another PA account with Ball Knox. So made 115 on that. Okay. I don't know if you could write off the losses without actually making money. Because you would want to deduct it from your personal income, right? But I don't know how that works. And you don't have to claim the loss, because you could claim the losses from previous years. I don't know how far back you could go, but like, let's say next year you make money from withdrawals. Let's say you make 100 grand over the whole course of a year. You'll be still able to write off all the fees that you paid for your valuations, including this year. Like this year, I'm gonna be paying taxes on withdrawals with Apex and so on. I'm gonna find every single evaluation, even last year that I paid for, and I'm gonna write that off. Well, that was a good short, and I messed it up. So yeah, would have been a nice $200 win. It goes by so quick. Like when I'm in, it's like so slow, and then boom, one candle. It does not matter. You're still gonna receive a 1099 from the prop firms, and then because of a 1099, you'll be able to write things off. Yes, regardless, you'll be able to write them off. That's the biggest misconception or misunderstanding. Because we're just employees, or not even, like, we're just contractors for Apex. What do you guys think? It's gonna go all the way back down, or is it actually gonna try to retest the highs from today? Can I write a car on the tax too? What? Like, I would love for my income on YouTube to become sufficient where I could buy a sports car, make content with it, and write it off. So that way, basically, my YouTube income would be tax free. in a sense. That, I don't know, that makes a lot of sense. But like, if I buy a $100-something thousand car, and I'm able to write off half of it, because obviously half of it is for pleasure and half of it would be for business, even though I would be just making content and making more videos with the car. That's how YouTube works. A lot of these YouTubers, that's how they are able to afford these cars or save some money, because then you're saving on taxes, right? So basically the IRS wants you to buy more things and spend the money, right? That's why they give you these benefits or these write-offs. They want the economy to keep going. So if you're buying a car for the business purpose, you're still spending the money anyway, right? So it's a good thing. There's a guy on YouTube that I watch for tax purposes. It's a very confusing topic though, and obviously I'm not a tax professional, so everything I say is just what I kind of understand, but I still go to an accountant. I will never do my own taxes. All evals can be written off, yes, but you have to make profits first. So if you made 10 grand of profits, but you spend 10 grand on evals and fees, then you will not pay any tax. Buy a car and declare your car as a lost income. You would have to use the car for the income. Like you have to, that car has to be a reason why that income is coming in. So with trading, that's very hard to do. The only way I could do that is with my business. Obviously, I have a van that I use. It's all written off already. And for YouTube purposes, I could maybe eventually buy a car and make, motivational content, even though that's not what I'm about. But at the end of the day, that's the game, right? So so that could work in that sense. You could write it off. But other than that, like you can't make money trading and then buy a car and then write that off as a tax. It's write off. It's just not gonna make any sense. And also, yeah, I'm in the US, so I'm speaking strictly based on US understanding of tax. I don't know how other countries do it. The only reason I also know a lot more than like an average person would, because I deal with a business, right? I run a business. So for me, I do 1099s. I send out 1099s the same way Apex is going to send me a 1099. I send 1099s to my employees because I don't have employees on a check. I have employees on subcontract basis. So I send them out 1099s, and then I'm going to write those 1099s off, and they're going to claim that tax or that income. It's quite a confusing thing, but don't worry about it, guys. If you're profitable, you could write off all your expenses, all your evaluations, and all your PA fees. And even your computer. If you want to write off a computer, you want to buy a gaming computer, like you could write that off as well. Your internet, you could write off, like your bill for your internet. So anything that would deduct, how much you really made. House rent, I don't know about that. House rent, you would have to have a dedicated office in the house to do that. Yeah, you could write off part of your house. If you're more concerned about how to write off a fancy car, day trading may not be for you. I don't think you could write off a fancy car by day trading. That's what I was trying to get to. Day trading and YouTube is completely two different things. On YouTube you can, day trading you can't. The only way you could, that's not day trading, that's business. If you want to sell a course or your chat room or something and you use a fancy card to kind of, it's either fancy car and fancy vacations or fancy houses. I think those three are like the biggest thing that people get attracted to as newbies, and it's kind of sad. The reason I would want to buy a fancy car because, well, number one, I already have one and I want to upgrade because I've had it for a long time. But it's because this is what I do. Sorry about the wind noise. That's not even the right video I wanted to show. But yeah, I go to the track, so yeah. To me, it's not about the fancy car. Plus, I don't like fancy cars. I like purpose cars. So Porsche is what I like. I don't like the fancy Mercedes, BMWs, Audis, none of that. Luxury cars, Range Rovers, and such have, I don't care for that at all. You got to understand that, and people don't get it, but when you buy a Porsche, you could buy a $200,000 Porsche and you're manual, and you're still gonna have manual seats in the car. Like you still have to move your seats up and down or forward and backwards with a lever, not with a motor. Like people don't get that, but that's how it is. Like everything that Porsche does has a reason for it. So it's definitely not luxury. Am I trading today? Yes, I'm trying to trade. My car's not that loud. It's a little loud, but it's not that bad. Like the car that you saw in that video in front of me, now that's loud. Let me see if I could find a video from this this past week that I went. Oh, this was pretty sweet. Let me show you guys. So this is me right here in this gray car. That's me right here. This car, this GT4, it's insanely loud. And these two GT3s are crazy loud too. But then this Mini Cooper spun out and right in front of me. Like, you could see based on the skid marks that this is a very tough turn. But yeah, that car is loud. And he still drives it on the street. In the US, we don't have like strict rules. California is the only state that really has really, really strict rules on emissions and all that stuff. As long as you're not an idiot, the cops have better things to do. Yeah, R7 is a totally different type of car. That's a luxury. Was it is it a hatchback? Or is it just a big? Okay. Yeah, it's just a big sedan. Yes, there's a big difference between sports cars and luxury cars. I'm trying to trade prop firm to pay out debt. You have to be careful with that because you could get in more debt with that. Definitely need a job for trading. Like, I can't imagine myself trading full time anytime soon. Oh my god. I was supposed to sign off at 2 o'clock. If we get to 60 likes by 2 o'clock, I'll stay on for another half hour. But I gotta keep, get to trading. All right. Let me focus here, guys. Let me focus. I'm not even gonna be trading a lot. I'm just gonna try to get 6 ticks. And trade all the groups. A lot of groups I gotta trade. 201. This is a big group. 198. Okay. That was a big group of accounts. Not really. What the hell? I'm not really trading right now, guys. What I'm doing is I'm flipping to count it as a trading day, just so I don't lose a trading day. Yeah, it's not even the pressure. I just know that it's hard, and there's no, whether there's pressure or not, it's very hard to do. So why am I gonna risk? Plus, I have a successful business, right? So, and I like what I do. If I didn't like what I do, it's a little bit different. I'll be more motivated to trade full time. But I would think that I would able to afford myself a little bit more free time if trading was going really well. If I was able to get 20 to 40K withdrawals per month, for a few months in a row, then I think for the following year, I could take off a little bit more time from work because I work weekends. I'm a wedding DJ. So for me, it's like I'm always working, and I work this whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, you don't have any social time or go out time or whatever it is. You miss family events, you miss this, you miss that. Um, yeah, a lot going on the weekends. Really think that's gonna go. I didn't copy trade, damn it. I didn't copy trade. I didn't turn it on. Yeah, bartenders are definitely in the same ballpark. The only difference is, I can make some good money versus when you work as a bartender or as a whatever, you work in that industry, but you're not the owner of the business. It's very more taxing. For me, it's like, I can make wedding DJs in my area and in the United States can make decent money. Pretty good money actually. Tax guy I watch. Carlton Dennis. He's awesome. Very educated. How much money would I need to make from trading to quit working? Um, Honestly, right now it would have to be over 500,000 for me to quit. Like, because how I see is if I make $300,000 in trading and then my business on top of it, right? Then it's more money. So why am I gonna quit? Like I always see it as more money. So I don't after 500K, I don't think there is a lot of benefit to more money. But yeah, a year. That he said like how much I would need to make to quit working, but I'm speaking of my own job and what I do, and I love what I do. I've worked my ass off to build my business. I worked this whole past weekend. I didn't feel like I was working. So why would I quit that? You know, if I was working a regular job, then how much money, that's irrelevant because it depends what you need and what your expenses are and all that stuff. But if you're working a job, whatever the job may be, and you're living comfortably with that job, what I would do is I would try to trade, make the same or more, and then save up at least a year of salary on the side, a saving of like on top of your actual savings. So you have your savings account, but then you have a separate account for just saving a year of salary. So in case, so you could still pay yourself. You could still take out whatever you get weekly or bi-weekly. You could still take it out from that account and then try trading full time. If it's not a job that if you quit that you can't get back, that's also different. Like if I shut down my business, I will probably not be able to rebuild it for a while. So there's a lot of differences in there, but everyone has different goals in life. I don't know. For me, I have some goals I want to make. Also depends how old you are. Um, like I don't want to get into personal finances. Like I don't make a lot of money, but like, you know, to quit day trading, I want to make a lot. It's just too risky. And I know day traders that do it, but then you could go on a month or two of not being profitable at all. These prop firms could be shut down. There's so many unknowns. Like we don't know if these prop firms are gonna exist. Once day trading like this becomes so mainstream, our regulators gonna step in and tell us to hop off the train and we gotta stop trading these prop firms because they're not legal. I don't know. Like a lot of things could happen. There's a lot of gray area in this industry. With stocks, we can't do what we're doing with futures. We can't do with stocks legally. Am I only working on the weekend? No. So I run a business. So like on Mondays, I have a bunch of emails I have to do. I have to do payroll. I have to do meetings with clients. So there's a lot going on during the week as well. But the actual events are on weekends. But also my job doesn't interfere with trading. That's another huge thing. Is like no matter how much money I make with trading and how much money I make with my business, I still have time for both. There's no time. The only thing that sucks is when I trade till 4 and then I have appointments at nighttime. I feel like my whole day is gone. I didn't enjoy it at all. And this obviously I love trading, so I enjoy it in the sense I'm hanging out with you guys right now. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't enjoying it. But you know what I mean, like the personal time, going to a gym, going out for lunch, grabbing a drink or whatever, like with friends. How much do I spend in commissions daily from scalping? That does not matter. Everything I show, I always show net P&L because I don't pay attention to the gross P&L. Like I could show you an example, but say I wasn't really scalping, but you could see you know, the net versus. Basically, how it works is 1 tick is your commissions. So whatever you want to make on the trade, take off 1 tick. 1 tick is going to pay for the commissions. The rest is your profit. So if I do 6 ticks, I'm making $25 at a time. Now, do all of you have a job that pays $25 an hour? Because you could do this. I could guarantee you, not guarantee, obviously, but you could do pretty well making $25 an hour in trading if you just took 1 trade an hour for 6 ticks with 1 contract. Just wait for that perfect opportunity, and $25 an hour would be almost a guarantee. But would you be happy with that? Probably not. But now take $25 times 20 accounts. That's $500. So that's $500 an hour. One contract. I've done more, but if you get caught, it goes negative too quick. But I don't trade just 6 ticks. Like most of my trade stays were 50 ticks. I do 6 ticks, I do 10 ticks, I do 12 ticks, I do 50 ticks. Like this action is kind of scary right now. But I gotta. Flip contracts. So see, like I'm trading like, so it's $26 of profit per. It's not 25. It's 26. I got $1 raise, guys. And then if you want to scalp, if you really just want to focus on scalping, trade of 8 commissions are cheaper. Trade of 8 commissions are a lot cheaper than Rhythmic commissions. Not a lot, but almost $1 cheaper. So it adds up, you know. Right now I'm using 6 ticks to just flip the accounts to make sure all the accounts get a trading day in. I have a lot of evals going on. Forgot to copy trade again. It's gonna be a loss. I think I didn't copy trade. This is gonna be a loss. I think Rhythmic is like $160 instead of $140. It depends. The monthly and the lifetime and the lifetime is just based on how you're performing and whether or not you know if the accounts are gonna last, you know, more than 2 months. Oh, I didn't lose. Oh, I need to go to the gym. I got 5 more likes. 5 more likes, and I'll stay on for another 25 minutes. Well, I'm actually gonna stay till I flip all these accounts. Never mind. Keep forgetting I gotta do that. I have 250K accounts. Is it? I don't think it's that close, ML. The lifetime fee on TraderVate is more expensive than it is on Rhythmic. So a 150K account on TraderVate is gonna be quite expensive. It's 105 versus 160 on the 50K. So you're saving $55 per account. It's up to you, really. You have to look at it this way. What's going to be more painful? Is it going to be more painful for you to pay $105 a month if you are profitable on that account? Or is it going to be more hurtful to pay $140 upfront and then losing that account and not getting a single dime out of it? Yeah, exactly, Sweeney. That's what I've been saying. That's gonna be a loss. I just messed up really bad. Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. When I force trades, I don't wait for the perfect opportunity. What the hell's happening? If I'm gonna win on this, that's gonna be insane, guys. Wow. That might have been the luckiest trade in a long time. Wow. But I already traded that group. Damn it. That group I already traded. Lifetime on 20. Oof. That's a big fee. But 1 or 2 payouts and you're good. It's all it takes. It's only like lifetime is way better. It's just it's hard to get to a payout. But if you could get to a payout, it's way better to go lifetime. Does it make you more disciplined? I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe more patient. But discipline, I don't know. But you might be more patient to, make $50 to $100 a day. Not trying to get a payout every cycle type of thing, yeah. It's not about that. It's about getting paid. If you're not getting paid, then that's when it becomes issue. How much have you withdrawn? I'm assuming you've withdrawn plenty of money to get 20 accounts, but Yeah, so we're speaking from experience and you're just starting, so that's why you have to kind of understand our side. Basically, 99.9% of traders will fail and they will blow their account. It's not like a huge account, right? And we are trading a prop firm, so you're gonna treat it a little bit more risky. So for me, I lost 14 accounts in October, funded accounts. I saved a total of $1,000. So now take that 90% off sale that we just had. How many more accounts can I buy for $1,000? You know, like that's how I see it. And how I also see it is $85 a month if I'm making 4 grand per account in withdrawals is nothing. So, you know, it's in the perfect world, yes, pay a lifetime and keep those accounts, but in the real world, plus you're paying a lifetime fee for an account. Keep in mind, if you're profitable for just a few months, they're gonna take those accounts away anyway. You know, like it's a lifetime fee, but that's not really true because you are going to get moved to a live account eventually. Because you go into a live account, so they're gonna move you to no, they're gonna tell you if you're consistent, especially if you've been trading for 20 years, if you're consistent for a long time, they're gonna move you to a live account, and then you can't have 20 live accounts. Yeah, you will have to pay professional fees most likely, but you'll not be able to have 20 accounts. So at least I don't think. I don't see a huge benefit of that. Like why at that point just go trade your own money. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how many you could have. Apex is very unclear on those things. I don't know when you're gonna go live. Um, but any prop firm that lets you go live, like Top Step, you have one live account. Trade Day, you go live. That's only one live account. I just don't see how they could allow you to have multiple accounts because you actually open an account with the brokerage that Apex partners up with. Yeah, exactly. ML. It's something along those lines. No, you could still make 1 million. You could still make close to $1 million if you do it quick. It's still in a million with no risk. But yeah, it's quite annoying. That's why it's not like a long-term thing. Many months, but not that long. If you're really, really consistent, they will see it. So there's people that take out big withdrawals, but they might not be super consistent. But if someone is consistently making money day in and day out, that algorithm is gonna pick that up pretty quickly. Yeah, I do agree. $200 a day on 20 accounts, that's still $1 million. So you're still gonna last maybe only a year. Because I don't think anyone has crossed the $1 million in Apex. But that's how crazy it is. $200 a day, it's $1 million a year on 20 accounts. It's just we want. Vince didn't make cross 1 million. He got close to 1 million. then he got told to either withdraw and close the account or move to a live account, and he decided to close the account. Didn't he get to like 970 or something? 970,000? Or did he actually cross 1 million? I mean, 970,000 versus 1 million, what's the real difference? You know, I'm just being. Yeah, I love the fact that Apex has that. You could check on people, but now they changed it where it's like you can't see their cities because people are just wanting to be more private. But like if you look at the I don't know how I'm gonna be able to find that. They posted like their top payouts for this month. I'm gonna try to find it. I don't see it. I don't know where I shared it besides my Discord, but basically on their Facebook page they have it. Yeah, LTM. Nutty is probably, I mean, NQ Addict. Nutty is probably the reason why Apex also took out the cities from their, um, from the rankings or from the payouts, because Nutty used to make videos and it was so easy for him to calculate it. Versus now, there's a Michael in Florida, there's a Michael in California, and Michael in New Jersey, or Michael, or no, that's easy. But if there's a Michael in New Jersey and there's a Michael in New Jersey, but they're two different people, you'll never know. Oh, I'm so tired. I got home at 5 a.m. almost. Oh my god. Yeah, it sucks that people are still waiting for a payout with Apex. That's not fair. Can you choose not to go on a live account? No, you can't. So another reason why I like to trade with multiple firms. So now I'm gonna have trade day. I'm gonna have Bullnox. I'm trying with Top Step. I'm with Apex. Maybe I could do another Tick account. You could do an Elite Trader Funding account. The more prop firms that you split up into, and then use a copy trader with Quant Tower, you could copy trade between all these firms. You could still have a lot of accounts. They're just gonna be with different firms, and that's gonna keep you under the radar a little bit longer for these prop firms to put you into a live account. Is Apex not paying people? There's people that are international that have some issues apparently, or delays. I don't know. I know most of the U.S. Traders got paid. Can you recommend a prop firm? Sure. Yeah, I looked into my funded futures. I'm gonna do an eval as soon as I have a decent coupon code for it. Like I need like 40% off or something. No, I do not. I do not trade with that anymore. My funded futures coupon code was 50% off for a while on the initial launch, and then yeah, it's been less than that since, but I definitely want to give them a try. Yeah. Their Express or the whatever the account is called. Yeah, the expert accounts. I would do the expert 50K. So they don't have any sales right now? Yeah, I'll be on most of the day tomorrow for Halloween, guys. I'll do a giveaway tomorrow. I don't know how yet. I want to do a giveaway. Yeah, the only problem, ML, is that I have so many accounts to trade right now, and it's kind of just difficult. It's difficult to balance everything out. I'm just trying to trade all my accounts at least once. Come on. Mhm. $26 at a time, guys. 26. How many more accounts I gotta trade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 2, 3, 4. All right, one more group. 206, 207. Your earn to trade is so old school. All right, guys. It's all the accounts. Made $2,600. See like how quickly it adds up, and it's like no big profits besides this account and then these 3. The only PA account is this one, 156. I'm gonna take one more trade on this group. Yeah, trade day I like because it's 10 days that you gotta trade, so it's like I'm not rushing it. So with trade day, if you guys haven't seen it, I'm on day number 5. I'm on day number 5 and I made $250. This was the only trade I took. Right here, a breakdown. One contract, 50 ticks. I'm at $26,070. So I need $430 left in 5 days. So make $100 a day. That's all I need. Like I'm not rushing it. I don't have to, push it. And it's great. What time we got? 2:30. Oh man. So anyone here out of 95 people have gotten a withdrawal from Apex this payout cycle? I do like my funded futures. I do. I haven't tried them yet, but I will definitely try them soon. Yes, but it's not in my account. Janelle, where do you live? What country? Because I know some people in my Discord haven't received their money yet. I think Apex is behind on payouts. But today is the last day that it's supposed to be processed. So hopefully. Oh, you're in Florida. Oh, so you're in the US. Huh. I thought it was mostly the international people that couldn't get paid on time. All right, so that's good to know that there's a few of you guys. All right, guys. So I've noticed that in the past where they do payouts, it's all at once. So like once one of you guys will get that payout, everyone else will. It's at the same time. I think that they're just overwhelmed with the payouts from not having deal anymore. Deal is just, gone. NQ Addict, don't be nervous. I mean, how you paid $3,000 for those accounts? What's the worst case? You lose $3,000, right? So that's number one reason not to be nervous. Number two is you'll be fine because they'll pay it out. It's just a lot has happened in the last month and a half or 2 months with the payment processor firm. So they're behind. And then Apex does so many payouts. There's so many people getting payouts. And again, if one person gets 20 accounts and they get a payout from 20 accounts, that's 20 different payouts that they have to, process. So it takes a long time because it's all manual process. Tech 22, I've heard a couple of people say that. I've said it in my video about the 90% sales. Like I've never seen them do like a sale when another sale was kind of, the 71% off was supposed to end tomorrow, and they kind of just randomly did the 90% off. So I've heard that people say, I've heard people say that the reason why they did this sale is because they needed more money. I don't think that's the case. Even if they weren't profitable this month as a company, they've been profitable for many, many months. So I don't think that's something to worry about. Now, Elite Trader funding is a different ball game. Elite Trader funding is probably 1/50th of a percentage of the sales that Apex does, because not many people talk about Elite Trader funding. There's just not many perks of using Elite Trader funding. So it's always Apex, it's Top Step, it's trade day, my funded futures. Elite Trader funding is like Lilu. Like not many people talk about them. So I'm assuming not many people sign up with them. And then if Elite Trader funding gets one trader that is very successful, they kind of get, in trouble. Versus with Apex, I don't think that's the case. I think people are generally getting better at trading. I don't know, but I think if anything could be tricky for these firms is that they're becoming so mainstream that actual profitable traders that have never traded with prop firms and they've always traded with the live account might actually be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this prop firm thing because it's actually worth it. Versus beforehand, they might have been like, it's silly. What's the point of it? Just trade my own capital instead. I don't know. A lot of people still fail though. It's never gonna stop. There's always more losers than winners in the stock market or in the markets. What do I mean? ETF makes their successful traders get in trouble. So what I meant is like Elite Trader Funding probably doesn't get as many sales, or they don't sell as many accounts as Apex or any other firm, right? Well, as Apex or as Top Step. Let's put those in one category. So if Elite Trader Funding just announced that they're not going to allow 20 accounts anymore, they're going to only allow 3 accounts per user. So what I'm saying is that since they don't do a lot of volume like Apex does, if they get one trader that is highly successful, like a Vince type of guy where it's like, 20 accounts, maximum withdrawals, that could jeopardize the company itself, because they don't do enough volume to cover that payout and then still be profitable and cover other payouts. So I think that's one reason why they would lower it from 20 to 3 accounts. I don't know. They've never really said the reason why, so I don't know. Elite Trader Funding has a bad rep from what I've heard. Max allocation is 20 accounts on funded accounts. Evaluations, you could do as many as you want. I'm actually trading more than 20 evaluations right now. My goal is to get at least a 20K payout in November. That was my goal in October too, but I only got 4.5. So hopefully in November I get 20K. Ugh, I don't know. I'm gonna work out today. I am so exhausted. I'm finally gonna get some good sleep tonight. First night in a long time. At least I hope. What am I waiting for? I'm not really waiting for anything specifically. I'm just trying to flip all my accounts. I woke up late today. I missed the morning session or the opening. So I got delayed with everything and yeah. So overall it was a slower day for me. Only traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts really. 5 accounts on Apex, and then I traded my trade day account, I traded my Top Step account, and I traded my Ball Knox accounts. I know, I got a lot going on. This one's like break even. And this one I made 115 on. I don't know, not much going on. Nice move. How does Ball Knox compare to other firms? Ball Knox is not bad, but it's not great. I think it's a great option for like a secondary account, but you can only do like a 50K account or a 25K account. The others don't make any sense. The activation fees too much, and the payouts are pretty slow as far as like, I know they process payouts weekly, but you have to trade 10 days, and the way it's set up, you can only get paid really once a month. Over 3 months, I mean over 2 months you'll get paid 3 times. I'm gonna get stopped out here. I chased. So yeah, it's not the best option, but it's definitely a good option for supplementary accounts. Other accounts I used 50 tick target and 40 tick stop loss. Well, this sucked. So this is my typical bracket that I would use. See if you chase, that's what happens when you trade so many accounts, you force trades, and that's what happened to me last time. I could have just called there. Now I just set myself up for failure. But does it want to go higher? I feel like it does. That's why I should have waited for a pullback, but no, I chased. Unless it wants to reverse. It could also want to reverse, so I'm gonna wait. But now that I lost, I'm gonna go for a 50 tick target. And if I lose, I'll just call it a day. But I need to see some kind of volatility spike because this is pretty slow. Oh, 100 to 200 tick moves. Nice. Yeah, if you could get a precise entry, then it's pretty good. I moved my stop to break even pretty quickly. Come on, I am yawning like a crazy person. I hate to be right and then wrong at the same time. If it fails here, I'll go short. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys for yawning, but that's what happens when you get no sleep. Yeah, I'm thinking we might be heading back to the highs too. Mm, 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 mm. Not good. Instantly in the loss. This might be my last trade of the day, guys. Well, actually, it will be my last one. So even if I lose, it's still not a big deal. I'll just trade these accounts first tomorrow. Bought 850Ks past 4 accounts. That's not bad. Good job. What did I see? Well, it's struggling and then it's overextended here. It's been in the range all day, so I don't see a long. I saw a long earlier, but I'm only trading this because I'm trying to flip it contracts. All right, that's a loss. So that costed me $400 worth of drawdown because I wanted to get one more trade in. But it's okay. All those accounts are like fairly new anyway, so. It sucks because I was right the first time and see I went long here, I got stopped out. I went short, I got stopped out. It's like it's choppy. And now it's gonna go lower. Freaking bastards. Alright guys, I'm just gonna call it. I'm exhausted. I gotta go to the gym before I fall asleep. And then I'll be on most of the day tomorrow. I'll be on earlier. I'll try to get on at like 10 a.m. We'll do a couple giveaways for Halloween. We'll have a good time. All right, guys. I was supposed to sign off skiing this month. Definitely not. Not in New Jersey. We'll be lucky if the season opens by mid-December. I could fly out, right? But I need to get those 40K payouts first to fly out to Colorado or fly out to BC, Vancouver. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. Once again, thank you for all the support with the coupon code Alpine. It's been amazing, and I'll be back for you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Be safe. Don't overtrade, and we'll see what this market does. But I don't know what it wants to do. I feel like it's too high to buy, and shorting it clearly isn't the option. So best to call it a day. Had a decent day overall until the last two trades here, but we'll make it back tomorrow. A couple trades and we'll be back to profit on these accounts, or we'll be back to highs on these accounts. All right, guys. I know I'm a stranger, but I'll post what? I'll post. Sorry, like the icon for these hearts is in the way. I don't know why the. Okay. Are you talking about like trading advice? I'm barely going. Oh, you mean the market? I thought you meant me. Because I'm barely functioning. Like, there's just no follow through. Look, every candle that goes up, it's just like, as wicks. It's not like a move here we had. So this is getting tired. But all right, guys. I'm definitely signing off. I want to make it to the gym before 3:30, before it gets packed. It's Monday. It's chest day. You guys know how that is. After 4 o'clock, it's a madness. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll talk to you tomorrow at like 10 a.m. Eastern time. Love you guys.